Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn what header files are and also we will learn few math functions. Okay? C++ has many functions that allows us to perform mathematical tasks on numbers. For example, let me say cout and use max function. So max is a function which takes in two numbers as arguments and tells us which of the two numbers is the highest. Okay. So we will pass, for example, here 6 and 9. When I run this, I get the highest of two numbers. So this function max does that. It tells us which of these two is highest. Similarly, we have min function which tells us which of these two numbers is the lowest. So let me run this and it says 6. Let me change this to -9 and it says -9. Okay. It takes in only two numbers. So if we add one more number, we will get an error because it expects only two numbers. Okay. Yes. Alright. Now, before we learn few more math functions, I need to tell you about header files. And before I tell you about header files, I have to tell you about function calls. Okay. So now, let me write a small function. So I'll say void and I'll say add nums. Okay. Double num1. Double num2. Alright. So here I'll say cout num1 plus num2. Okay. So this is a basic program. Now here let me delete this. Now let me call the functions add nums and pass 4.5 and 7.8. So let me run this and you can see I get 12.3 as result. Okay. You see, this is the function call and these are the codes of function, correct? This block of code tells us what this function call will do, right? When I call this function, these lines get executed and this is how we get the result. So basically this is the code of this, correct? Yes. So now let me comment this out and write one more small function, okay, or program. I'll say int age and I'll say cout. Please enter your age. Okay, please enter your age. And I'll add this and I'll use cin to store the value in age. And I'll use cout once again and say your age is, and I'll use this age and I'll say end line. Okay. Yeah. So this is a basic program. I'll run this and it says please enter your age. I'll say 54 and it says your age is 54. So let me leave a space here. Okay. A very small program. Now here see the cout function displays this message on the screen, correct? cin function takes the value that is entered by the user and stores it in this variable, correct? Yes. Now tell me, where are the codes of this function and this function? I mean, which block of code tells us what this and this function will do? I'm assuming that you are able to understand. See, I'll uncomment this. This is equal to this, or this is equal to this. Okay, this is a function call. This is also a function call. This is the code for this function call. Now I want to know where is the block of code for this and this. I mean, where is the equivalent of this for this and this? In other words, which block of code gets executed when I call this function and this function? That or those blocks of codes are inside a file called as a header file. Okay, and the name of the header file is IOStream. IOStream stands for standard input output stream. Okay, and hash include IOStream is a keyword used to include the IOStream header file. So this header file basically contains all the functions used for reading and writing operations. Okay, like cin and cout, cin and cout. So without using this will not run, because it doesn't know what codes to run when this is called. Okay, if I remove this, and if I run the program, it doesn't know, this doesn't know what codes to run, which block of code to execute when this is called. Similarly, if this is not there, then this and this will give you an error, because they won't know what blocks of code to run. Okay, so the blocks of code of this and this are inside this header file. Okay, so we must include that before we can use this. Okay, now we have to continue about math functions. There are many math functions, but to use those math functions, we need to include a header file. Okay, so let me delete this. We need to include a header file, and the header file of mathematical functions is CMath. Okay, CMath. Now let me use a function which is inside CMath header file. SQRT is a function which gives us the square root of a number. So SQRT and this. Okay, so this is a function. If we pass a number to it, it will give us the square root of the number. So let me run this, and you can see I get 4. Alright, now the codes that gets executed when this function is called is inside this. Okay, inside CMath header file. So that is why without this, if I run this, I will get an error, because this doesn't know what block of code to execute when this is called. Okay, so we need to include the header files. Similarly, let me show you one more function, round number. So it gives, or it rounds off the value. So I'll pass 9.8 to it, and we get 10 as a result. Okay, so let me say tan. It gives the tangent value of the angle passed to it. So tan 30 minus 6.4. Okay, and log gives us the log value, and so on. Okay, So there are many math functions inside this header file. So in your C++ journey, as and when the need arises, you can use them. But to use them, you have to include the header file. So hash include means include the header file for this current program. Hash include CMath means include the CMath header file for this program so that we can use the functions from it. Okay, I hope the concept is clear. Go ahead and practice the things that we have learnt in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.